Don't spend your morning playing catch up. Richmond's morning news keeps you on your way. 8 a.m. now in the day.
All right, it's 8:04 this morning here on Richmond's Morning News on News Radio WRVA. My name is Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for being part of the program. It's a busy news morning. Story just broke at 6 a.m. The FBI disrupted an alleged explosive drone plot to cause mayhem and havoc at UFC Freedom 250. The plotters were allegedly getting together in Fredericksburg to plot their attack. They were going to fly drones into buildings near the White House, causing mass confusion, the evacuation of the event, and then they had shooters that were ready in a sniper situation to start shooting at people. One of the conspirators said they were going to go after the billionaires and the corporate elite. So the story continues to develop. Just coming out this morning about 2 hours ago. We're keeping an eye on it. If any new details emerge, we will pass them along this morning here on News Radio WRVA. My name again is Rich Herrera. We have Super Dave Ayler and Gary Hess with sports and news this morning. That's just scary. That's very disturbing. And I thought about that with all the things going on for the 4th of July that I hope and I pray, but hope is not a strategy. When you see these wild, crazy, out of their mind people that think it would be a good idea to have something like that, it just gives you chills and second thoughts. But we'll press on this morning here on Richmond's Morning News. Let's see. I got to remind everybody, we read the best text messages at 6:55, 7:55, 8:55, and then in the 9 o'clock hour, we open up the lines for you to sound off, and we'll hear your voice here on the Voice Virginia News Radio, WRVA. I'm still looking for people. I didn't think it was going to be this difficult, folks, but I need your help. I do need your help. We're looking for news stories that are not going to make the newspaper, that are not going to make the local television stations, that you know about. And again, I get frustrated just like you. I watch the news. Why is everything so negative? There's good things going on in this world. So I'm going to crowdsource this. So if you're not a millennial, you don't know what I'm talking about, crowdsource. I'm asking everybody that listens to the station to help me out. If you've got an event that you're planning, a charity event that we can help spread the word for, I need to know about it. Not want, need to know about it. If there's a group that does amazing work here in Central Virginia, I need to know about it. If you know a person that just is making a difference in our community, making it a better place to live, I need to know about it because I would love to talk to them on this radio show. You can go to my personal website, Rich for America, Rich, the number 4 America. You can email me there, and I want to start telling these stories, but I need your help to be my eyes and ears to find these people. Like I got a buddy of mine. He's a barber. He's just a simple man. Has a barber shop down in St. Petersburg, Florida. He's got 2 chairs. That's it. And I don't know how somebody talked to him. Somebody was in his chair one day and he goes, we could really use some help getting some things for kids for Christmas. And he goes, well, we try to get bikes for kids for Christmas, but it's just tough. And he goes, I'll step up. And he grew this from this one little thing he did called Bikes for Kids. I mean, that's about the uncatchiest name you could think of, and it's grown into something where they take care of like 500 kids, bikes and everything. I want to tell stories like that of just individuals stepping up in our community. We're going to tell the story of my wonderful friends at Puritan Cleaners and their coats for kids. I mean, you get involved in that, you don't walk away not crying. But there's lots of things like that we can tell on a daily basis. So I'm trying to tell those stories, but I desperately need your help in order to tell those stories. Again, my email address, you can just go to my website, Rich, the number 4 America, richforamerica.com, and send me an email, and I answer all of them. I'll answer them all, and let's see if we can do something. In fact, I'm trying to put something together myself. I've got a couple more people to call. I'm going to put on my own event just because I need to start telling you stories of some great things we could do as a community. So with that being said, let's get to Richmond's Morning News Brief very quickly this morning here on News Radio WRVA. All right, story number 1, still waiting for the details in the memo of understanding between the U.S. and Iran. That's our top story this morning on Richmond's Morning News.
Number 1.
President Trump posted online that Iran has agreed to never have a nuclear weapon and called reports that the U.S. would pay Iran $300 million fake news. The peace framework would reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Iranian state media reporting that Tehran has only agreed to 60 days of free passage for ships, and after that, they could collect transit payments. While the deal calls for an end to fighting in Lebanon, Hezbollah announced new rounds of fire on Israeli troops in the southern part of the country. The Iranian-backed group also warned Israel there would be no return to the status quo. The specifics of the agreement not yet announced. A signing ceremony will take place in Switzerland on Friday.
All right, that's the latest from Fox News. Donald Trump spoke before going into the G7 summit. Also put Israel on blast for saying, hey, you guys need to calm everything down as well. And for those that have been saying, well, Donald Trump's only doing this because Israel was telling him what to do, I think he set the record straight. There is some daylight between the two. Not that we're not allies in 100%, but the tail is not wagging the dog after you watch what Donald Trump said this morning. All right, story number 2. Still no budget in Virginia.
Number 2.
Oh, Virginia, we still have no budget. Everybody's yelling, but nobody will budget. Hampton Roads, Lucas says, tax them again. Data Center Diva says, not my rich friends. Amazon Don's got a plan in his hand, but nobody knows where the dollars will land. Down in Richmond under Capitol.
All right, coming up on Thursday, the General Assembly will reconvene to figure out what to do with the budget. Folks, we are close to having a government shutdown. I'll be the first to say it. There is a looming government shutdown in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Louise Lucas, I don't know when I voted for her to be governor. She's on a listening tour telling everybody, I want to hear how much you hate data centers and they need to pay their fair share. Meanwhile, I've got some crazy news and was doing a little bit of homework on this. House plan will rely on $1.5 billion in new revenues that are projected by the Spanberger administration in a newly released economic forecast. I'm quoting from the Richmond Times-Dispatch. The new Secretary of Finance says that we're ahead in tax collections by $837 million ahead of budget forecast that'll carry into the next 2 years. That additional money comes from unpredictable sources such as income taxes paid on stock market gains and lower than expected refunds to taxpayers, meaning they just found this money out of thin air. We'll talk about that with Tom Garrett coming up in just a few minutes. All right, story number 3. Get ready. It's time to start voting on Thursday.
Number 3.
Early voting in Virginia starts on Thursday. Remember, 45 days out for the primary. So I should just be able to stop by and vote every day, it seems like, in the Commonwealth. Anyway, 45-day early voting begins on Thursday. Don't forget. All right, number 4, a World Cup update. Oh, this stuff is so exciting.
Number 4.
Boring moments in sports. Yesterday during the World Cup, Spain was predicted to blow out Cape Verde.
They say 5-6 goals. Let's hit it up.
I think this could be a 5-6-0 game.
But the real blow came to anyone who wasted 2 hours of their time for the lackluster ending of a 0-0 tie. 0, zilch, nada, no goals, no tiebreaker, no refunds. Go home. There's nothing left to see here. Isn't it great to know you didn't even play in the World Cup and you scored just as much as they did? Join us next time for Boring Moments in Sports.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, the one highlight, though, is Team Great Britain, Team England, is practicing in Kansas City. Now, I do not encourage anybody to be a troll, but this one's pretty funny. A TikToker got the captain of the English soccer team to sign a copy of the Declaration of Independence. I hope they put it on a t-shirt because I will buy that. All right. Our 5th and final story of the morning is, hey, congratulations to the New York Knicks. You won a championship and you get a 50% tax bill.
Number 5.
5 seconds remaining. Fox to Wemby. Wemby tries a three, puts it up, off the mark. Anunoby to rebound. It's over. It's over. Knick fans, this is not a dream. Your long, long wait has ended. Go ahead and cry. After 53 years, the Knicks are finally NBA champions once again.
All right. Now that's over, the San Antonio Spurs and Knicks players can earn around $700,000 as Lee confirms the $9 million price pool for the championship-winning team. The bonuses will be a factor, but this is regarded as quote-unquote ordinary income for the players, which means they're subject to the standard federal, state, and local taxation, as well as jock taxes. The federal people will take a marginal tax rate of 37%. With all the rest, it pretty much adds up to 50% of what they earn from the playoffs. State and local taxes could vary, but in New York, you pay 14% just for playing in that game. By the way, the San Antonio Spurs players that played at Madison Square Garden, they get charged 14% taxation on their game check. So congratulations. You now will end up getting knocked down for about half of what you won for winning the championship. Love those blue state tax rates, don't you? And that is your Richmond's Morning News Brief this morning here on News Radio WRVA. Tom Garrett will join us in just a moment. We'll talk about the budget with him and a bunch of other stuff going on in Capitol Square. But real quick, I got to remind everybody we read the best text messages at 655, 755, 855. James River Air text line open 833-804-1140. Today's program brought to you in part by Luster by Adolph. All right, as a dad, I'm going to remind you just a few days until Father's Day. You know, it'd be really nice. Get your dad a beautiful watch. He did so much for you. He helped you with the first down payment for your house. He put you through college. He put you through med school. You know what? Do something nice. They've got some wonderful watches at Luster by Adolph. They have everything. So if you have a grad that you want to get someone something really nice, graduate high school, you can get her a nice chain. Somebody graduating college, you can get her a beautiful pendant. Wonderful gifts for every occasion, big occasions, little occasions. And if you have somebody who's getting ready to get married, stop by Luster by Adolph. Go see Robin, Daniel, Annette, and Georgia. They'll help you pick out just the right engagement ring. And by the way, you want to help out that young man who's going to buy that engagement ring? You can go to your jewelry box. And if you've got old jewelry, broken chains, things you don't wear anymore, you can bring it in. They'll buy it right in the spot, and they could use that money to level up that engagement ring. Go by and see them. Go by and tell them I said hi. They're located in the Ridge Shopping Center, Paramaquiacasin, or at haveluster.com.
Are you ready for humidity season? I'm Richard McGann with the WRVA Home Show for Crawl Space Medic. Summer has arrived, and so have weather-related problems to your health. Half your home's air comes through the basement or crawl space. Crawl Space Medic can improve your air quality. A Crawl Space Medic free inspection will diagnose your moisture or insulation issue. Waterproofing, encapsulation, foundation sealing, and more. Stay dry and breathe easier with Crawl Space Medic. Online at crawlspacemedic.com. That's crawlspacemedic.com.
Need cash for that summer home improvement project or want to wipe out all that credit card debt fast? Let my friends at Neighborhood Lender convert your home's equity into cash now. It's fast and easy with Neighborhood Lender. Hey there, Gary Hess here. In a matter of days, Neighborhood Lender can help you get cash to pay off your high-rate credit cards or car loans. They can get you a much lower rate, saving you hundreds, maybe thousands a month. And you can even keep your primary mortgage intact. Rates are at 3-year lows, and your home's value is probably at an all-time high. So this is a great time to call Neighborhood Lender. There's no junk fees, no red tape, no big bank runaround. Neighborhood Lender is
lunch
fast
with
and
Greer
easy.
next Wednesday.
May not even need an appraisal. So do it now. Use the equity in your home to get on solid financial footing. Wipe out high-rate debt and maybe remodel that kitchen. Call Neighborhood Lender, 804-643-LOAN, neighborhoodlender.com. Get your cash now, 804-643-LOAN, neighborhoodlender.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 69349, subject to lender approval, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Before America became a nation, it was an idea. And that idea was born in Virginia. In 2026, the Virginia American Revolution 250 Commission, known as VA 250, is commemorating 250 years of independence, with events happening across the Commonwealth, from historic sites like Jamestown, Williamsburg, and Yorktown, to communities throughout Virginia. VA 250 brings the stories of courage, sacrifice, and freedom to life. Stand where history unfolded. Reconnect with the values that shaped our country. and experience the places that help define America. Perfect for families, history enthusiasts, and
What's your
anyone
email
who
address?
feels pride in our nation's beginning. This is a chance to be part of something meaningful. The celebration is happening now across Virginia. Discover the birthplace of our country, America, made in Virginia. Learn more at visitva250.org.
All right, let's take a look at traffic this morning from the MyInsuranceDoctor.com Traffic Center, the official insurance of News Radio WRVA.
There's an accident that has the right and center lanes of Chippenham Parkway northbound blocked at Hull Street Road. Stop and go traffic from Iron Bridge Road. There's a wreck Dumbarton Road at Staples Mill Road and another crash Airport Drive at Audubon Drive. With traffic, I'm Keith Snyder.
This report is sponsored by Victory Energy.
Victory Energy installs residential solar that cuts your electric bill with expert guidance, honest pricing, and A+ ethics. Your home, your savings. VictoryEnergy.us.
Traffic backed up? Call the Richmond Office Interiors Traffic Line, 474-0225.
All right, at 8:20 this morning, here's your weather. Right now, 65 degrees in Capitol Square. Today's high will be 80. Calmer winds today, partly cloudy most of your day on this Tuesday. Sunny and 88 for Wednesday. That's a look at your weather from the personal injury attorneys of Cravens and All Weather Center here on News Radio WRVA. All right, let's go check in with Michael Greer. We talk to him every morning here on Richmond's Morning News. You can reach him at GreerFinancialGroup.com or give him a call at 804-427-7784, 804-427-7784 to talk to Michael Greer. All right, Michael, let's talk about housing. We saw some numbers and some reaction. U.S. home builder sentiment fell in June. Tell me why.
Yeah, great question. And it's been the 14th straight month that we've been below 40, which what that means is anything 50 is stagnant. Anything below that is contracting or not good. And so part of the reasons for that, you've got obviously mortgage rates continue to be elevated, 6% and above. You got home affordability is being stretched. People are just running out of money. Construction materials, the cost has gone up and continues to rise. And then, buyer traffic remains weak, and it's related to a lot of those. The other thing is more builders are starting to cut prices and offering incentives. That's going to affect the secondary market for resale of homes. When the builders come out and they start to drop their prices, and that's going to begin to affect, if you're trying to sell your home. Now you're competing more closely with somebody can buy a new home for a value that's what you're trying to get or less. That's going to be tough. So, overall, it's indicating the economy is weakening. We continue to slow. What does that mean? You're going to see stores like Home Depot and some of the others, and we've seen their earnings have struggled a little bit as well. People aren't buying furniture. They're not buying appliances. Those are the areas that you've got to watch. Which I think it's going to continue. Hopefully, again, we want that to turn around, but I don't think in the near future it's going to. I think it's going to continue to get worse.
If you want to find out more, talk to Michael Greer about your retirement, your savings, and your investments. 804-427-7784, 804-427-7784. Find them online at GreerFinancialGroup.com. Thank you very much. We'll check in with you tomorrow.
Sounds great. Have a great Tuesday.
All right. Thank you so much. Let's go to Gary for sports. Gary?
Okay, the World Cup continues today with pool play. 4 matches today, and then 4 yesterday, all ended in draws, including the shocker as Cape Verde got a scoreless draw with Spain. Meanwhile, quarterback Brendan Sorsby will not play for Texas Tech this year and will instead enter the NFL supplemental draft. It ends the legal fight over his status after he bet on college and pro games, including his own team when he was a freshman at Indiana. Texas Tech won an injunction to allow him to play. The NCAA and the Big 12 Conference had filed to stop it. Baseball. Squirrels had the night off of a road series at Chesapeake. In the Bigs, abbreviated schedule, Nats beat Kansas City, Dodgers top Tampa Bay, Philly over Miami, and the Cubs down the Rockies. That's sports. Gary Hess, News Radio WRVA.
Thank you very much. Coming up on the program, your favorite time of the week, Delegate Tom Garrett joins us. And do I want to talk to him about Louise Lucas's listening tour. That's next here on News Radio WRVA.
Alleviate your pain, rejuvenate your life. This
pain right here won't go away.
I just felt okay. It's something I'm gonna have to live with.
I just lived with it.
So I suffered with it for several years.
I felt like it was getting worse and worse.
I'm 46 years of age, so I did not want to get a knee replacement.
And I was like, something has to be done.
You don't want to have knee surgery if you don't have to.
Once I found Rejuvenex, I feel 100% better.
It eliminated the pain.
All of a sudden I went, oh wow. I started feeling pretty good.
So now I'm back. I can walk.
I'm excited for myself. I can't wait to continue.
I can stand longer. I can walk longer.
I can run a little bit. I should say jog.
The pain just went away. It's just wonderful.
It's a life changer. I definitely would recommend it.
Rejuvenate your life.
Go to rejuvenex.com to schedule your appointment.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy or GA, subtle change